Hi all, good morning. I'm sharing my screen. Hope everyone able to see and able to hear me.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Um, in the previous class, we have seen the input elements, something like how we can like do the all the operation. It means something like with the help of how we'll be just like handling and this and all, something like attributes regarding accept, calls, rows, values, and all. Any doubts up to like yesterday's class? If there is no doubt, we can go with the other concepts. And one more thing, like is everyone is practicing or not? Like please tell
Yes,
honestly. Like
we are
Yes.
practicing.
okay, good to hear. Remaining people not practicing are practicing. You guys can tell no problem. Like because like I need to know like either you guys are practicing or not, or else it is going waste or not. I need to know. Because as we are learning the coding things, right? Like if you're not practicing something, like we'll be getting forgotten. Suppose today might be we can remember, tomorrow we can forget it. That's why I'm asking again and again. Okay. Hope everyone practicing. Happy to hear. And next, okay. Today's is seventh class, right? Ours class seventh.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Tomorrow we will be finishing the HTML and we can just like go to the, CSS. And today's concept we are going to discuss about the frame sets. Frame sets. Frame set is nothing but it is to divide a particular HTML into the multiple blocks. It means nowadays we have seen like only one thing, something like in a single page only, in a single HTML element, like how we are displaying the different content. How can you navigate from the one page to other page? Now we can just like learn in the single place how we can divide into multiple frames. Suppose if you are seeing this meeting, this is the one set and this is the one more set. Like that, how can you divide with our HTML by using an frame sets? By using an frame sets, it means something like how we can divide our all the things, something like either welcome page or body page or anything, some other content, like, and just like how we can hold it and how we can create it with the help of something like multiple frame sets for things that I'm going to explain now with the help of examples. Just let's see. Frame set in the sense it used to divide multiple frames from single page. We can divide multiple frames into the from single page. We can divide into the multiple frames. Just like I'm creating an before creating the example one, I will create an one more folder called HTML frame sets. Okay, I'm going to create an HTML frame sets. Frame set one.html. Now in the HTML root tag, I'm going to create an frame set tag, frame set tag, and that for the frame set tag, we are having a property called rows. That is just like we need to specify in the percentages. I'm dividing into the 10 percentage, 80 percentage, and one more 10 percentage. It is with the help of frameset tag. And now under the frameset tag, we should have our frame. How many rows you have split it into? That many frames we should have as children. That many frames we should have our children. In the frame tag, SRC, we can write our path something like I'm going to create three things. Header.html, and next frame is for body.html. Body.html, and next thing is for something like our footer.html. Let's see how our content looks like. This is current file in the browser. It is divided into three pages. I mean like three parts of a particular application. But no content is getting loaded because that file paths are not finding. That file paths are not finding. We should provide our content with the different things. Let us take, I'm going to create an header.html. I'm going to create an control all this header.html with the HTML root tag body, and background I'm going to put the different content so that like it will be different from header, footer or content. I'm putting as the orange. It may dark, you can give like your own color like whatever color likes it. And I'm going to create a table with the line as a center, the cell padding as a 9 pixels. For now, I'm going to put only one TH. Later, I will explain with the one more, like multiple columns with that. With a simple TH, I'm going to write an home. I will show how we link up that things later, but right now I'm putting as only home. Let's refresh in the browser. It's shown as a home in the header page. This is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. If you see now in the single page, it's been loaded with the our HTML header page with the frame tag. With the frame tag, it's getting loaded. Frame tag, it's getting loaded. And now I'm going to create our body.html file. Body.html file. Instead of table H1 align center, for the H1 there will be no same padding property. I'm putting my heading something like welcome to tutorial, HTML tutorial.
वॉइस ब्रेक चंद ब्रेकिंग होता है.
Is it? Okay. Uh, hope is it clear now? I still say. For everyone, is it breaking or only for Venkatesh?
No, it is clear only.
It is clear.
Okay, thank you. Venkatesh, is it okay now?
I will rejoin.
Yeah, please. Thank you, guys. And with the help of these thing, like I have created the H1 and all, like this, I'm going to remove it. And now I'm going to create our content with the multiple things. It means HTML what and all concepts is available that I'm putting with the help of order list with the different li tags. Something like design tag we have seen, like line by line purpose. Paragraph tag we have seen, that is for the paragraph purpose. And table tags we have seen, that is created for the table purpose. Anchor tag we have seen for doing an navigations or clicking on something. Next, forms we have seen for the correct operations purpose. And frame sets we are seeing now, that is first divided into multiple pages, multiple parts. If you refresh in the browser, if you see now, it came as a however it looks like, however you want to look like. Body color orange not, I'm going to put as a blue color. Just for differentiating between header and body, I'm putting as a blue color for the busy, for the total body tag. That is the we have seen in the body.html. Let's go into the footer.html. I'm going to put some content over there. I'm going to put some content over there. Something like footer.html example, which it will bind on our the frame set tag. There is no need our something like OLs and all. Just a second. Some request came. And we'll check it. Okay. Okay. I'm telling about HTML footer. It's a footer section. Just I kept as something center. Busy color is just like gray color. Okay. If you see now, first one it is with the help of background orange color, and second body is the just like our blue color, and footer section with the background gray. If we see now, our three HTML files loaded into the single HTML page with the frame sets. With the frame sets. If you see that file now, frameset1.html, we have divided into the three rows, 10 percentage, 80 percentage, 10 percentage. That means totally we should be mingling with the 100%. Totally we should merging with the 100%. First one it will take as a 10%, second one it will take as a 80%, third one it will take as a 10%. That is based on how you are passing the rows. In that case it will take by frame tag. However, we will be specifying it depends on that values. It will auto load the particular content. Auto loads our particular content. Okay, like that way, how we can do it in the different scenarios. I mean, like different manners. How we can link up it in that same way. How can we link up it? That and all, like we can easily do with the just like some target based and all. Let's see. I'm going to create one more frame set example so that it will be more clear on that, like how I have created here. You will be having still more clarity on what we have created it. I'm going to create one more like okay. One more thing I'm creating with the help of something like frameset2.html. Now I'm going to divide into a single page into the four parts with the help of 5 percentage and 10 percentages and 65 and 20 percentage. And first frame I'm going to create with the help of our info. It means like what is the purpose we're writing the content with the src info.html. Then like header, footer, and body like that is the same thing. If we refresh on the browser, it's I mean like this is the frame set one, right? I'm going to put like frame set 2.html. If you see now, it's divided into four parts. First one is the our info page, second is the header, third one is the body, last one is the footer content. This is how it's dividing based on the frame set rows. Frame set rows. Based on the frame set rows. Write our content in our developer guide so that we won't be getting forgotten. Frames it in the sense something like it is to divide multiple frames, or else we can have it one more something like it is to divide. It is to divide an HTML into multiple blocks. Into multiple blocks. We have divided into multiple blocks. And I can say something like it is also used to load or call or include a file without reload or refresh. Without reload or refresh of current page. If you see now, our four pages we are having, right? I mean like four blocks, it's automatically loading four files in the single page. That is without refreshing or something, without doing or anything. What are things we are having it in the tags? We are having two tags. One is the frame set tag, which you will be using for specifying how many number of blacks. How many number of blacks. Next is something like our frame tag, which we will be using for to just like it's a single black section. It's a single black section. It means like each frame will be considering as a one section. And now I'm going to create an attribute section. What are all attributes we have seen in the just like frame sets? I can say we have seen the rows. Rows, what is the purpose of it? To specifying heights of each block or section. Just for example, I'm going to put this one so that you guys will be easily understand why we are in that attributes content. Next is something like our SRC. Again, just like to pass an HTML path. That path we can pass it. Example like anything like we can have it. And which example like we have practiced. Frame set 1.html, frame set 2.html. This is the thing which we have seen in our and like frame sets. And next, how we can link up between one page to other page, or just like looking at something, how we can load other things. That are not link ups. Now we can check it with the help of these frame sets. With the help of these frame sets, we can see how we can link up all the things. How we can link up all the things. Now, for example, just like I'm going to put it here something like, see now, refuse to display our www.google.com. It's in just like in a frame because it set our X frame options. It means like we cannot display any third party thing just like some other they will maintain something like security related concepts. So that's why we cannot going to display. For example, let's put this same thing. Like,
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah. So small doubt
yeah,
in
please.
the code.
Yeah, please.
Okay. You can open. Yeah. So inside of the source, you mentioned some HTML files, right? So those files are already exist in our system, or
Correct. Like
actually
in front of you, like
yesterday
I
I
have
missed the
created these
class.
files,
That's
right?
why.
This and that, like header.html,
Mm-mm.
body.html, and
Yeah.
footer.html I have created, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If
So
for
we
example, if
have
you
to
see
mention
now,
only. Yeah.
yeah,
We
please
have
go
to
ahead.
mention only HTML file or any kind of file format that we can mention in the source.
Mainly the current frame, something like in the HTML, like I mean like HTML language, it will be
Mm.
supporting only HTML files.
Okay. I
If you
have
see
seen.
now, yeah,
Yeah.
please
Sure.
go ahead.
What is the extension the extension like dot png?
That PNG means that is an image.
Oh, okay.
PNG or JPEG or JPG or some other
Mm.
thing that are not like
Mm.
becoming under images.
Yeah. So can I mention that as a source file?
No, I will show you. Like you will be understanding. Just a second. I will put the some image path.
Mm-mm, yeah. Okay.
Just I have something like laptop issue, some snap, and I'm going to put in our like in the HTML with the frame sets. See, JP. This is the JPG extension, and
Mm-mm.
name is something like our laptop issue. Let's see. Like I'm going to put it here. Yeah, normally like it will support it, some of the things, some not all the things, but if I will put in the body so that you can more clarity on that, like because that is a width is more right, like we can understand.
So it is supporting, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
If you see now,
Mm.
if you see now here in the body, actually I have put in my laptop issue, something like I was before issue, so that image is getting loaded.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing like either if it's not supporting, we can do one thing
Mm.
like for the particular element, like we can set as a background image in the CSS that you can understand easily.
Okay.
Yeah. Clear, right?
Yeah. Clear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to show about that our info that HTML we are not having the content. If the particular content is not loading, that time like what will be happening? It is with the help of empty space. I mean like it will show us something like our no errors, but one warning something like that file is not getting found. If you see now that file, it's showing the subframe error. It means that file is not getting loaded. That's why it's showing like subframe error. That is the if that file is getting founded, it will auto load our content. If you see now each frame, it will have its own file like that. This is the in the inspect. You can see in the first one. This just like inspect how you can open right click and click on this inspect, or else something like Control Shift I. I mean like Control Shift I, or else something like F1 F2. Multiple ways we can open our inspect thing. This is the HTML document totally. We can see it in the browser, whichever we can create it. And this is for just like our different screen sizes. We can select it either our laptop base or mobile base or anything that you can see in the CSS and Bootstrap thing. I will show more clarity on that way. Just look, just go for now with the help of framesets. Okay, now info.html file is not available. I'm going to create that info.html file. Now I'm going to create an info.html file just for our understanding purpose with the some content. Just like what is the purpose, like we are going to create it. With the HTML, the body, busy color as some of the light yellow, or just like anything like you can have it. Just like info, I'm going to create in the table for good alignment. I'm putting as a width as 80%, and with the upper table, with the table row, delete and means table data tag. And font also our HTML tag. With that font, like we can color pass our color. I'm putting my contact here with our phone numbers, and like we can put it. And one more like TD, I'm going to put it. And for the TD, I need to put in the. I mean, like it should be getting aligned right, so that align I'm passing as a right. Next, font color as orange, and with the help of that one, like I'm putting as a address, button only Bangalore, like that. If you see now that address, butterly and phone number, like everything, like it's got loaded. That content that we I mean like percentage is very less. That's why like it's not shown that one. Like but that info page is getting loaded there. That info page is getting loaded successfully. This is the way, however, pages it will go load successfully. But the thing is, how can you specify for the each black with some name, and how can you link up each thing like loading the dynamic thing? For each black, I mean like for each frame, you can specify one black name. Something like this is the black one. I'm putting as different names. Something like black 4, black 3, it's a black 2. Like that. Like I have created with a simple different black names. Just like given as a each frame as a with a one black. It means now with that black, how can you link up and how can you load dynamically some other page content here, some other page content over there, some other page content. Suppose by default I need to load the welcome to our page. I'm going to create a welcome page. Just I'm going to create a simple thing. HTML with a body, something like h1 tag. Welcome to our web page. By default, I need to show this command, but I should not put in the this frame one. I should not pass this src, but I should be able to load this welcome page dynamically in our frame sets. That how can you do it? That how can we do it? That thing we can easily do with the help of. Now already we have a header, right? That just like we have put it as a home. For that home, I'm going to link up. For that home, I'm going to link up our welcome page. Let's see. For this home, I'm going to create an anchor tag with the href as our page name, something like welcome page. For that, like I'm going to put this home. If you see now, I have clicked on that home href. What is happened? Like in the normal simple HTML means it will auto go into the next page. I mean like next some other page. Now what happened in the same frame set that href got loaded. It means anchor tag dynamically in the head page itself that content got replaced. Is it good? No, right? The tab should be there static. I mean like it should not get modified. But if you click on that, the content it should load dynamically. That I'm going to put target, that I'm going to put the target name. Whichever we have created the name in the black side, I'm going to put that one as a black name here. I'm going to put as a black 3 here. If you see now, I'm clicking here. Now automatically our body section got changed. Body section got changed. It means this body content with the target, what are the name black we have provided it, it's auto changed. It's auto changed. That is with the help of different targets we can provide it, depends on the need. In the any web pages, you might see something like different headings, home, about, link up, just like help in the Facebook or any websites or Facebook, I mean like Flipkart or anything. Like that way, there will be so many link ups we might have. There might we can see might be we are seeing so many things, something like body file or contact file or about file or anything. Just I'm going to create an about file now about us. This about us, how we can link up it, that we can put in our header. That we can put in our header file. And like header.html, we can easily link up with the multiple things, something like multiple TS, we can create it or we can link up one by one. This separate thing, something like I'm going to put as about us, for that like about.html, and I'm going to put as something like contact us, contact.html, and next login or user or something. Like that, we can have any number of, I mean, like tags in the header. If you see now, if I click on the about, I mean, the home, it's an about. If it's just like if it's not getting finder means it'll load as some other thing, something like if it's not getting finder, that page it won't get found. It means like that is not found, so that page is not getting loaded. And suppose my about class file I should open in the different page and a different new tab, but that already I have shown in the like previous class, something like with the underscore blank. If you see now, I'm clicking on the about us, it's going to the new tab with the help of underscore blank. With the help of underscore blank. Like that way, we can link up to our own content with the help of different things, different related things. Like that, we can easily write our own content. We can write our own content. For example, I have put it as a login also, right? I'm going to create a login file. I'm going to put our body tag. It's a login information. Next is something like our form tag. Next is table tag. With the table align as a center. I'm putting a center and cell padding with a 10 pixel. With the table, I'm going to create a TR. With the TR, something like THTD. I'm going to put as something like email ID. And TDs means something like our just for our information. It should be containing input type as email. It means something like placeholder, enter your email ID. Size as a 35 pixel. I have created the email ID one. Next, I'm going to create over the password. And the email ID, I'm going to put as a type as a password. Enter your password. Enter your password like that. Like however you want it, you can create it. I'm going to create a one more here for the button. After entering the details, we should be submitting, right? TH with the call span as a two columns. I'm going to merge it. With the help of buttons, I'm going to create it login. With the horizontal row, I'm going to divide something. Right? Size as a 1 or 2 or something. And next is something like our anchor tag. Just like to put an already if it's a new user, they can go to film page. Register now. This is the way how it looks like. I'm clicking on the login, but we haven't linked up that code in the head file. I mean, like header file, like we need to put our login purpose, like login.html. Like if you go to login, like it's going to the login. Like that, how however the look you want to put it, like this look and feel is good, right? Like however you want to put the look and feel good, you can put your own colors and all, like how you want to provide it with the different css, different values, different content. You can have with our own way, with your own way. It's already I'm clicking on that one. It's going to that sign up page. That sign up page is not available, right? That's what it's not showing anything. Just I'm going to create a sign up page. I'm going to go with the same thing like however you want to just like put our email ID, username, password, or anything. You can pixel, the 14 pixel or anything. Like we can create our own way. And like after that, like email ID, password. Just like I'm putting in two things. You can put our how many fields you want it. You can put your like email ID, a password, or anything like as well as, and we can have our first name, last name, just like full name. Default text like that. We can have our own way content, like what the content you want to list it. And finally, like we can create one more here for a button, something like our user or something. Next, something button type equal to type equal submit. After submitting it, like just like if you want to go for some other page, we can put our something like our farm action. Save user dot php. That thing is not available, but I'm putting that same thing like the method like post get or something. The post get and like you can understand the JavaScript and the Angular later, but just like I'm putting the same thing like over here. Can register and then one more T or something like for if it's already account is exist, they can go to login page. And I'm going to put the anchor tag link up here because it should be navigate to the particular page login.html. Just like if you see now, I'm going to home, it's loading the home content. I'm going to the about us, it's going to new tab. I'm going to contact us, it's not loading. I'm going to log in, it's loading. And that one coming here in the sign up one, you click on login, it's going to login again. That is the way how we can link up it. And by clicking on register, we can put our link up with the sign up. Okay, like this. Like that, we can easily link up. Just like for the contact, like I'm going to give an as info only, info.html. Like that, just what are the content we are going to put it, that one we can display out with one way. Any doubts up to now in the frame sets? Like, if any doubts, you guys can ask. That's it, the frame set. Tomorrow we will be going to see our images, audios, videos, HTML5 features, some of the things, and some of the field sets that is pending in our HTML. And tomorrow is the last class for the HTML. Any doubts you guys can ask tomorrow about the HTML today also. Any doubts? Okay. If there is no doubts, we can conclude the call. Thank you so much, Allah, for joining. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.